Keilim Perek Yudches Mishnah Vov. More of the Mishnah coming up. Mitosh Hoysar Tamei Medris. You have a bed which is Tamei Medris. We've mentioned Medris a few times before. All Medris means is it's another word of saying Mishkav or Moshev, which means that in certain types of Kelim which are made for Mishkav or Moshev, Kelim which are made for lying on, for sitting on, have a special din that if a Zov or a Zova or a Nida and a Yoldus, those are the group, the gang of four who are able to make Tumas Medris, if they sit or lie on one of these types of Kelim, then that Keli becomes an Av Hatuma known as a Medris. Becomes an Av Hatuma. If that Keli touches another Keli, then that Keli becomes a regular, what's called a Maga Medris and a regular Rishon Latuma. That's all the basic introductory information. Says the Mishnah, Mitosh Hoysot Mei Medris. We have a mitzvah which is an Av Hatuma. Nishbara Arucha. One of the long crossbars breaks. Now we're not talking about a case of dismantling the bed, which we mentioned in the previous Mishnah. We're now talking about proper breaking. That piece is gone. Now, as far already at this stage, the bed is not yet broken. Just because an arucha is missing, the rule is the bed is still not called a sheva kli, and therefore the bed is still tamei midras. So far, so good. V'tikno, you mend it. You're not mending it in order to reinstate the Kabbalah's tumah. It's tumah anyway. You're just mending it because you want to use the bed. So now that you've been masakin, means you put a new crossbar, a new arucha. Says the Mishnah, Tmei Medris. As actually it was even before you were masakin it. As soon as it broke, it remained Tmei Medris. Repairing it keeps it Tmei Medris as it was. So far, so good. Then Nishbra Shnir. The second one breaks. V'tikno, and you repair the second one. So now you've changed the first arucha to a new one, and now you've changed the second one to a new one. So all the time through, the bed is whole. The bed's always usable, because just having one arucha missing is not enough to break the bed. But actually what's happened is you've actually changed the main components of the bed, so that now you've actually got a new bed, because two aruchas breaking are actually considered to be a broken bed. It happened to be in this case the two aruchas never broke at the same time because the bed was always repaired. So we have an interesting case. Tahira mena medris. The original tumah, the Gemara in Shabbos uses the words ponim chadoshes bo'olakan. The original tumas medris, which was on the bed, has now disappeared. Why? Because tumas medris applied to bed A, the original bed. The fact that the bed has now lost two aruchos, which are considered to be the major component of the bed, therefore the original bed is now gone. So the original tumas medris of the bed disappears. However, the bed has never ever been a completely broken kli, because it's always been repaired in the meantime. So what's happened is, Avol Tamei Maga Medris, the bed downgrades from being an Avatuma to a Rishon Tumah. Why? So the Rishonim explain, the Baal Tanura explains, let's analyze this bed. Let's go back to the beginning of the history of the bed. It was an Avatuma. When the first arucha breaks, that's not called enough of a breaking to make the bed tahor. The bed is still a tamei medris, still an Avatuma. You then bring a new arucha to replace arucha A, arucha number one. When you attach the new arucha to the bed, two things happen to this new arucha. One is it becomes part of the original bed, which was tamei medris. So it becomes part of the avatuma of the original bed. Also, at the same time, as you're attaching it, it touches the original bed. Therefore, it also becomes a rishon tumah by being a kli which has touched an avatuma. You then fix it onto the bed. So this new arucha actually has got wearing two hats. It's part of the old bed, the tamei medris bed. It's also got its own identity because it's also a rishon tumah at the same time. So at the same time, it became an avatuma by being bottled to the bed, and became a rishon tumah because it touched the bed. Fine. Then the second arucha breaks. At that point, the bed has lost its two original aruchas, which we have in upon Mechadosh's Ba'olakam. So now, because the bed has lost its original two aruchas, the original medras, the original bed which was on the medras, that medras goes. And now, the bed is, what remains is a bed which is all attached to the new arucha A, to the replacement of the first arucha. And when you mend the second arucha, again nothing changes, you're just adding an arucha to a new bed which is all touching, all mechuba to the new arucha A. And that new arucha A was a rishon l'tumah as well, as we explained. Therefore the whole new bed, by being mechuber to the original, to new arucha A, the whole new bed becomes mechuber to the arucha A, and therefore the whole new bed becomes a rishon l'tumah, which the Mishnah calls nishbra shnei v'tikno Torah mena medris aval tamea maga medris. The whole bed has now got a din of a rishon l'tumah. Says the Mishnah, if in the original story, when arucha A broke, you didn't repair arucha A, lo hispik l'sakenes harishona ad shenishbra shnia, arucha A broke, and before you got around to repairing arucha A, arucha B broke as well. So now the bed has lost two aruchos and has not been repaired in between. Therefore the bed is now a shever kli. And therefore the bed is completely tired. It goes from being an avatoma to being tired legamri because it's now broken.